All right, folks, good morning. Welcome in to the coffee run. It's Johnny from ProCraps. As you can see, wearing my No One Likes We Don't Care shirt. Good game. Yes, a couple good games yesterday, actually. We'll talk about that later on. But first, let's get to our daily paycheck here. We got to Math Monday, which means we're playing the Horseman or the Come Ladder or something of the ilk, right? We're going to do some kind of mathy kind of play. So Horseman or Come Ladder, or maybe we'll do like the Odds Maker, something different. We haven't done that in a long time, too. Again, every day we play a different way for the paycheck. So let's, actually, if you're in chat, how many people we got here today? We got anybody watching at all? We've got a few people here. It looks like about 9-10 people so far. Let me know in chat what you want. Normally do the Horseman, the Come Ladder, or the Odds Maker. Either one, or maybe like the 3-point Johnny. We can do that too. Any way you want to do it, we can do it. Let me get set up over here. We'll change our screen over, and let's make some money this morning, huh? We had kind of a rough run a couple days last week, but I think this week's going to be okay. No Crapsy today. I again can't get logged in for whatever reason. I can't get the app to work at all. So we're going to bypass Crapsy for another day here. And anyway, let's go. I got $5,000 in the rack. I'm seeing Waylon says good morning. Dustin says good morning. Nemo's here. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll break $500 out and. Let's see, let's get our blacks going here. There's our blacks. And I don't know. What do you think? Maybe we'll do a little 3-point Johnny today. A little 3-point. We'll go from the right side, pass line, a little aggressive pass line, 3-point Johnny. Let's do that. Let's do a little crazy on the odds today. How about we do that? Here we go. Coming out. Let's get a come out roll. You know what? It looks like I'm still on I didn't 7 me out. The last time we ran this. So let's go ahead and run that. Get a new shooter going. Now we're ready. Here we go. Coming out. Let's grab us a point. All right. We got a 6 as the point. That's going to take max odds here in a minute. We're going to go stone cold crazy, y'all, in a minute. Let's go $100 in the come. Remember, the Johnny, we don't put the odds up until we're set on the come bets. We let the come bets get up there before anything else happens. So we'll get our 6 loaded up. And let's see here. All righty. Let's survive. Let's survive a roll. Or 2. Ooh, a little kiss on the end. It's a 4. That one's only going to get single odds in a minute. So the 4 is going to travel up. Come. We'll do our third one. We'll get 3 come bets, or 2 come bets and 1 pass. And that'll do it. Get some odds out there, knock these guys down, make our paycheck quick. That's the idea. All right, there's the 7. So what happens? The 4 and the pass line lose. The come wins. Should have been on the Horseman today. We'll restart it. Now we're down $100. We'll just restart the whole thing. Let me get a good roll in here, and we'll make that back. We'll make it back. How about a little come out? How about a little come out 7? What do y'all think? Field parlay. You all see the field parlay that Casino Quest did? That's pretty funny. They did my field parlay side bet thing. All right, there's a 9. 5, 4, 9. Need a 9. We got us a point. 1 in the come. Let's survive longer than last time, huh? Here we go. 5, 4. Cancel. What did I do? Did I type in? I put in the wrong number. Shit. Let's go 5, 4. 5, 4. Is that in? Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Six, 4, 2, 6. All right, unlike last time, let's get all 3 of them set. Let's get all 3 bets going. Let's see if we can't do that. Here we go. Good looking toss, Johnny. It's an 8. Oh my God, we're gonna have some big ass odds out here in a minute, guys. That's a 6-2. So the way the Johnny works, as you know, 6 and 8 get max odds. There's $500 to each. 5 and 9 get double odds. I got to break a $500 here. And put double odds behind, and there we go. Progressive odds on the numbers, right? We just need something to hit. If anything hits, we'll be out. I'll take the odds down. We'll be almost, well, not quite, but almost okay. Here we go. Let's see some repeaters now, right? That's the whole secret to this thing, right? If you're come better, right side only come better, you got to get some repeaters in, right? Here we go. All right. Let's go on a repeater heater. How about a 6? Oh, there's an 8. That would work. Freaking great, baby. Okay, so the 8's going to pay like this, right? We're going to get paid. Come down. We'll get paid 600 for the odds and 100 for the flat. Okay, there's. So what happens is this. There's 500. Okay, that's a purple chip. So I bring back 3 purples, and my rack. Not quite. Actually, I was down. I have. Let's see. There we go. I think I have. Yeah, we're fine. I'm still down 2 purples in here, so we're gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to take those other odds down. 6-2. Let's put that in. 6-2-8. We can roll it though. We can keep on rolling come bets out there, if we like, or let the bets we have resolve, or, take that $500 that we just had as blacks, which I like doing this a lot when I play the Johnny. Take the 5 blacks, and let's just get some greens out there and just do something, right? We'll get the 10, the 8, the 5, and the 4 at green level, just to have something to do while we're playing along. We'll burn 100 of that. Basically, we'll burn the cap off the odds, essentially. And have something, instead of rolling out a whole new comeback, we'll just switch over to the right side this way. Big high roll, ugly 4. That'll pay 50. 49 actually, 45, 49. I don't have any ones to pay the vig, so we'll pay it the right way. Alrighty, here we go. Hard 4. Do what? A 6 and a 9. A 6 and a 9. 6 and a 9. There is a 3. Doesn't matter. 2, 1. Okay. Come on, 6. You can do this. You can do this. There it is. Look at that. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. 4, 2, 6. That's awesome. All right, that'll come down. We'll get paid like so. We'll get paid 6 for the odds and 100 for the flat. That can all come in. I'll actually put $25 back out there. Actually, I'll make the 6 and 8 look like 30 now. I had the reds to do it. That's awesome. Our rack actually is wrong because I screwed up earlier. I paid myself out of my rack earlier. Where I should be is here. I paid myself out of my rack. I'm actually here. I've got $200 in profit. So I gave a purple earlier out of this. Though I screwed that up. We are even in the rack. We have 200 racked plus what's out here, which is our paycheck. So I could technically bring back the odds off that 9 and be at my paycheck right now. We'll give another couple of rolls before I do that, but I could bring that home. No need to have them out there, right? If it's going to lock up my day. But let's see if we can't get another couple of shots in here before we do that. If not, we'll call our profit today $200. Here we go. It's the 7. Just as I called that, it's a 7. So I should have probably done it. Let's go take all this shit down. Bam. Lose the chance, right? We have $210 in profit today. We should have pulled that $200 in odds back and locked up 4. You know what I'm saying? Should have done that. All right. Let's play it one more time. What do you think? One more time? You want to go to Horseman real quick? Let's drop 5. Let's drop 5 and 5. We'll do a little $200 horseman. Just because. That was not a bad little roll. It's 8 roller right there, not bad. An 8 roller with 2 repeaters, that's okay. Here we go. Let's come out. Let's catch a new point. Let's make 500 even, if we can do it. Oh, man, what a beautiful throw that was. Beautiful throw. Sometimes, I tell you what, I got it. All right, there's that. There's the come. And here we go. That is, what was that? 2, okay. Here we go. That looks like magic right there. 4-3. 4-3. Good for me. Everything pays, and guess what? We're out with our profit. That did it right there. That was freaking lovely. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. That's 2 purples. That is bankroll back $514 in profit. So we did it. We did it the math way today. Let's come over here and sit and chat for a moment, shall we? And then I'll let you out of here early. I know y'all are bugging to go watch some TV or something, right? Let's go here. Good morning. I'm going to turn that light off because it shines weird. And yeah, man. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's see. I'm looking at the chats here. You guys are killing the chat, of course. What do we have? We have 20-something people watching. Sweet. All right, let's do it. Who watched football yesterday? Anybody watch some football? You see, the Birds did it, right? I got a great video to share with you. I'm not sure if that's why I was late this morning. I was trying to get the video to play. I made us hold off till Friday as the pregame for the Sunday's game for the championship. But good football yesterday. One surprise, not actually surprise, and it's unfortunate that I didn't do this. I wasn't in Vegas in time to place the parlay, but I was telling anybody who'd listen, you watch that NFC Central all go down in flames. All the 14-win teams, best division in football, those teams didn't play anybody or beat anybody all year long but each other. They were all paper tigers, and especially the Lions. I love the Lions for all the reasons everybody else does. You know, I actually went to school in Michigan, so I have a little bit of a soft spot for those guys. But they have like 9 starters out on defense, something like that. There's no way they could have won that game. The Commanders are too good. Even for the vaunted Lions, no shot against the Commanders. And I called it 2 weeks ago. All that Central Division, they'll all be gone in the first round. And here we go, 14-2, 14 and whatever, 14 whatever, 15 wins. Bye-bye, right? I saw that coming. But now, and the Bills game too. The Bills home dogs last night. The Bills were never out of that game. The announcers kept talking about it too, like, you know, if it's Baltimore in this situation, Baltimore would have no problem. They would not be worried at all, you know. But the Bills, boy, they really have to, you know, bullshit. The Bills are freaking good. They play good defense. They held Henry down. 3 picks or 2 picks yesterday. They're a good team. That's going to be a great championship. I think the Bills and the Chiefs will be a good game if we don't see this. If we don't see this happen, right? We don't see the NFL jump. If we don't see the NFL jumping in and doing some BS with the calls, there were some calls, man. I'm telling you what, Patrick Mahomes, that call with the 2 defenders hitting each other. You know what I'm talking about? BS, man. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, the Commanders game I didn't think was that bad. But I tell you what, that Central Division. I'm sorry, Joe. I know. Now we're no longer friends, but that division just wasn't as tough as it was played up to be. It just wasn't. They, you know how it is in the NFL every year. The divisions play divisions. They just had a softer schedule, and for whatever reason, Darnold shit the bed at the end of the year. The Packers just played one of their worst games at the worst time, and so did and frankly the Lions just can't. The Lions couldn't compete. They're too injured. That Lions team with their starters on D has a shot to go all the way. The Lions team as configured, zero chance, man. I'm sorry. But anyway, it's all about Philly right now. It's all about Philly right now, and that was a good game last night. They haven't played their best game yet. They'll need their best game next week. They will need their best game next week to get through. The Pack did not play well against Philly, and Philly was coming back. Remember, Hurts came back from the concussion, wasn't 100%, a little rusty. So the Pack needed to play a perfect game even then to beat the Eagles with a what I would call a down Hurts. Yesterday the Eagles took a step. Barkley 200 yards again. That dude's freaking crazy, man. Anyway, let's get after it. Let's go. Let's do our show here. We'll try and be quick today. I want to get out of here. I want to go. I got stuff I got to do. I'm meeting with the CQ guys today and doing some coding with them. So anyway, here we go. So you think you know craps? Jeff and Gargoyle tomorrow night, 8:00 Eastern time. Good series they're in the middle of. I don't know what the topic is tomorrow, but they're going to be, of course, spreading the wisdom out, which is great. I still remind you, I'm sure you all did, but make sure you go backwards in time and watch Ed from Roll to Win's interview with Dice Coach on his Tales from the Table. And I'll give you a little hint. I'm going to be reaching out to the guys that Ed is interviewing for the live show. I'm reaching out to them privately to see if I can't put together a Tales from the Table or something like that website and or book kind of thing. Like what I want to do is, like, Ed's doing a great job, I think. I think Ed's doing yeoman's work here because luckily Ed knows these guys. We would never know Gargoyle or Dice Coach. Most of us wouldn't know those guys if Ed didn't bring them on and interview them last year, right? So now we're in season 2 of his show. I think it's great to get some of the history. Just let some of these guys just talk, right? But they're not getting any younger, and that's why I did the show. And I'm at the same mind as Ed. He wants to capture them on video. I want to capture their words, right? A lot of these guys have written a ton of articles. Dice Coach has written a ton of articles. There's so many guys from the Access Power Craps forums that have written so many great articles. I want to capture all that stuff in like one place, like a Wikipedia of craps. Just a place that you can go and like read articles that, like, you know, Dice Coach wrote articles, Gargoyle wrote articles back on Heavy's Power Craps forum 15 years ago, right? I want to get some of that stuff out and put that in a place. So I'm going to be talking to Heavy and Bo and the other guys about kind of bringing some of that information together in one spot. Not claiming ownership of anything, but it's kind of having a place to search it and find it all, you know, because I don't want those websites to just kind of fade away someday. So that's what I'm in the middle of, and I know that that Ed's in the middle of it with the audio and the video, which is awesome. All right. They are not uploaded yet. Adam's asking if the Craps for the Cure videos are uploaded. They're not uploaded yet. Why is these words so freaking small? Anyway, I've got them cut down. Like I cut down each of the segments into the video that it's going to be. Now I'm going to go through and I got to put some music on the front and the back, a little video. I got to cut the commercials out of them. I got to do some cut down work. That's coming in the coming weeks. I'm working through that. And on the note of Crash for the Cure, by the way, I'm going to get restarted here in the next week or so. We do have a date locked in. It is my birthday weekend. It's September 12th. I'm also going to reset all the numbers and restart the donation engine up there. So what you'll be able to do is go to crapsforthecure.com and then you'll get to the donation link and you'll be able to sign up for like a monthly, you know, like a recurring, like $25 a month kind of a thing. So that way it's just, you're just kind of doing it all year long from now all the way through September. And then when we get there at the event, we'll have a bunch of money pre-raised. Then the whole event really is about live donations. It's not about auction items anymore. We'll have the auction at the event. I might even do like an auction thing every hour during the event because we're not going to take auction bids. We're going to close them before the event. So, well, that way it's a lot easier. It'll be a little smoother. I'm trying to learn like better ways to fundraise. Anyway, thanks for the note there, Adam. All right, Craps Chat is coming up this Sunday. We're going to unleash the opinions. I don't know who's going to be on the show as a guest yet. It may just be us bitching to each other. There's been talk of having you-know-who on as a guest. If that's the case, I'm not going to be there. I'll tell you that right now. There are some people that I won't give airtime to. It just is what it is. But it may just be, I like it better. I think the original idea when we talked about re-kicking that show off was let's make it like The Five, or the Gutfeld show. More the Gutfeld show on Fox News, right? Where it's like, Greg Gutfeld does a little monologue. He brings up a topic. Everybody talks about the topic. And there's some random person, but it's the same 4 or 5 people. That was the original idea for it. It's kind of hard, though, to kind of, go around the horn every single time. I like it when there's crossfire and crosstalk and a little bit of disagreement. So I like to see an opinion show, right? And more like your questions, and we'll just kind of go after it. So this Sunday coming up might just be opinion show. We'll see. And yeah, I'm bringing back Friday Night Fights. I told you that before. Are you ready? It's going to take me a few weeks. I got to get the screens all ready and all the stuff. I think I'm going to do it all crapsy instead of dealing it this time. I think we're going to do it to where we might throw the dice, but use crapsy for the entries, and let the players make their own bets on crapsy, and I'll have screens set up. You can watch them play live with crapsy. I think that's the way to do this. I think it's going to be a little quicker, especially when we get into team play. I think we're going to do some of these Friday Night Fights. We'll have the Friday Night Fights individual and a Friday Night Fight team play, where it might be 2 versus 2 or 3 versus 3. And trying to deal to 6 people in less than an hour is going to be impossible. So I'm thinking about going crapsy with it. So let's think about that. Actually, in chat, I wouldn't mind knowing what you think about that. We did it once before. It was a little bit herky-jerky, but I think the technology is better now, where I can get guys to dial in with Zoom and share their screen and have their screens be part of the show and not have the weird bandwidth problems we had before. So I think that's going to work. Anyway, so crapsy-based Friday Night Fights coming soon. If you think you want to be in it, then let me know. And what I'll do is I'll put together the screens. I'll re-kick the website off that has the sign-up sheet on it, and we'll do 2. One for craps singles, one for craps teams. And so that's coming up, hopefully, relatively soon. All right. Let's get into DI stuff again. Last week, I ended the week with the Skill and Luck Challenge. Okay, and that's why I'm going to bring this up today. Skill and Luck wanted me to talk about doing this set, which was the 6-2, 6-2 dice set. Let's put them up here. 6, where are they at? The 6-2 and the 6-2. All right, so 6-2, 6-2. Am I right there? They're facing me. 6-2, 6-2 dice set, which if you have a perfect throw, there are no 9s here, right? There are no 5s here. This is a no 9s and no 5 set because you need the other numbers to make them work. That's his thought, right? Which always brings me into this discussion. And Lou is here, who's a good shooter. Nemo is working on being a good shooter. Adam's a great shooter, by the way. Adam, by the way, one of the best. Adam is the star of the story that we always tell about the guy that took a leak during his role. That's Adam. And Adam Yee of 11 10s and 1. You guys think that you can't get hit on a lay 10 11 times by a shooter? Adam did it. Adam hit, I think, 11 10s in that hand. Anybody who was doing a lay 10 ladder would have got their ass kicked big time. Anyway, talk to me about this. While I'm giving this little talk here, Lou and Adam especially, Skill and Luck is under the belief that if you can stay on axis with a set like this, you'll never throw a 5 or a 9, which is the impetus or the reason to play a lay bet on the 5 or 9 on the come out roll to get a don't pass through. Now, when I hear people talk about implode, explode, and pitch, and what you're talking about is a dice imploding or a dice exploding or a dice pitching once or twice in a roll, right? Which obviously can happen. Now, the thing that I would say, and again, uneducated Johnny, right? And I've said this to you before, I think that's all a bunch of hooey, honestly. I think when the dice hit the deck, right, and they bounce off the deck, first of all, they're going to go like this. They're going to hit the wall and keep all this. They're imploding, exploding, pitching, and double pitching all the way through the whole roll, right? To imply that the dice hit, and then do this is ludicrous. They don't just single pitch when they finally come to rest. They're pitching all over the damn place. It's about how they finished up in the end, was it right? So I think it's crazy to say my dice imploded or my dice exploded or my dice pitched. That's crazy. I think that when they come to rest, you can say the rest or the final result is a double pitch result, like so, right? But the dice themselves didn't just double pitch on you. They did a whole bunch of other shit in the middle. I also think that when people do say, oh, I keep double pitching a die. I keep doing this. One die keeps double pitching. Therefore, I'm going to change my set to this so that when they double pitch, I'm not in a 7, right? I think that's also a little bit crazy. And the reason why I think that's a little bit crazy is because if your dice don't do exactly the same thing on every single roll, I'm talking about the exact same number of backwards rotations, the exact same landing spot with a flat location, the exact same diamond getting hit in the exact same spot, then what you do with their set really doesn't matter all that much, right? I don't know that you can account for any of that stuff. We're going to find out. I'm going to test this theory out. And again, I'm willing to be wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. We're testing it out, right? I'm doing my couple of books with my stack set, right? We're going to do bone tracker analysis. I'm going to break it all down. Or not me, Ed. We'll break down the entire set of throws in bone tracker. And then I'll do another 720 with the recommended set and see if we get an improvement. Okay. Again, I'm not of the belief that pitch, double pitch actually happens in a roll. I'm not of the opinion that a set changes unless you're perfect every single time, right? I think all that is almost impossible to get to. Does a set change impact if you're doing something similar? I don't know. So Joe's here too, right? I forgot that Joe was watching me. So you're the same, right? And I think everybody has to talk about this. And Louis saying things like mechanics matter, Old Bay, implode Ravens, explode my two. Yeah. I think I want to get people's opinions who do this for a living, right? Who throw that toss every day religiously, what they think is possible. Because again, I think it's kind of folly. I think you can get into a rhythm. I think that you can get into a patch of numbers. I don't know that these dice ever behave the way you think they do, or the way that we describe them as. And I think what I'm more after is the guys who do DI work talking about, oh, my dice double pitched. They didn't. They pitched 100 times before they came to rest, and they ended up being here. But that was the result, not the flight or the land or the action. I think describing the action as something that it can't be is wrong. Anyway, you know me. I get stuck on words like trends. Remember the whole trends versus variance thing and trend streaks variance? I get stuck on words, and I'm a big believer in saying what we mean and meaning what we say. And I think that sometimes the definitions don't match what you're trying to say. So here, let's say I had an exploded result, but my dice didn't explode because of how I threw them, right? Anyway, that's all that. Now, if you do the thing where you split the dice like this, I've seen guys split them and throw them like that on purpose so that they land and roll sideways. Maybe that person's trying something. But again, when they roll sideways, they're doing this 65 times into the walls, right? They're exploding a bunch of times. You can never call that any kind of a planned result from that when they're doing this into the wall. So anyway, that's my DI stuff today. It's just definitions, and I want to make sure that we're using the right words. I'm trying to reframe all these conversations around this stuff because we've already gotten the word control out of the mix. I think over the last 3-4 years, people have stopped saying dice control and started saying dice influence, which is what it is. You're influencing something, don't know what, but you're controlling nothing other than the action. All you can control is energy. You can't control anything other than energy. You're influencing, based on that control, some faces may be hidden, right? We're not really imploding, exploding, or pitching our dice. They're doing that. That's the result you're seeing. You're trying to have your brain describe a crazy result in a way that means something to you, but really you cannot control that with any kind of a set change. It just is what it is. All right, there's that talk. Now, we can go back. I'm going to play a little bit with you here. I got about 10 minutes. I got to get to work at 8 o'clock this morning. I got an early morning here, but let's get back into our normal sort of rhythm of talking here. And again, back a screen here. If you have thoughts, your own questions on DI or comebacks to what I'm saying here, anything is on the table, by the way. I don't care if you're a math guy and you think that this is all stupid talk. I don't care if you're building me a machine that can do it like the other guy did. If you got anything you want to say about DI, there it is. Go to Dice Influence channel on our Discord. Go to casinogaming.tv. Go to the community link in the menu. Join the Discord. There's a Dice Influence channel. Go in there. Leave questions or leave comments or leave nastygrams, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. We have a guy that was a subscriber to ours for a while named Victor who thought that you could throw 16 die, 12 or 16, I think it was 16 throws, and have enough information in 16 throws to know what you're going to do the rest of the day, right? Using some kind of a math algorithm. It's impossible, right? It's folly. But he was locked in on that stuff, right? It's good to talk about, good to be able to kind of shoot ideas down or let them come to force. So you all think about it. And right here, for sure, the chopper and flea flicker are not on-axis throws at all, right? That throw is designed for something totally. That throw, the perfect chopper throw, by the way, would be this. If I have the 6-2 dice set, the perfect chopper throw is both dice doing this effectively. Because remember, we're stacked up. The perfect chopper throw in a 6-2 set would be this, the threes, right? Because 6-2 stacked is 2 threes on top, like this. And when they fly, if it's perfect, you're technically speaking off axis on both dice, right? That's a perfect chopper toss. It's one of those off axis throws. Again, I think it's silly. Some days I throw that thing so soft, they land like feathers. Some days I throw it hard and they bounce all over the place and I'm getting different style of results. Cannot be consistent enough day to day to make those things perfect. Anyway, here we go. Let's get into it. Let's go play a little bit. Get them on, get them over, get them in. Recover, replace, reap. However you want to say this. Goal tiers, the way that David says it, right? It's 3 sections of play, right? For most people, Wayland notwithstanding. Wayland does a ladder, so you can't. These things don't really work. These words don't work when you're laddering because you're always looking for the right run to catch you back up again. Here, we're looking at get them on or recover. Get your money back off the table. Okay? Then replace that money with profit. Then start reaping it in. I'm going to go back to the table. We'll show you what I mean by all this. Here. And again, think of it in terms of 3 phases, and those 3 phases look different for all of us. But one thing is constant. If you're going to play a right side, and you can do this dark side as well. It doesn't matter what your bet. Your bet could be on the don't pass $100. That could be your entire bet, right? As a don't player, right? Whatever happens, where's my dice? Actually, let's force it. Let's force this, right? You get a 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you're looking at get them on, get them over, get them in, right? What have you done, right? You've done the first thing. You got your money back, right? First step in all of this stuff, either the recover or the get them on, is get your money back in the rack. Put the money back in your rack. Boom. Now I'm free playing. Okay. That's step 1. Phase 1, get your money back. So that's a no risk bet. By the way, every time you do this, it's 100% profit. Don't forget that, right? That's enough if you're playing black or purple level to probably leave, right? You got 100% profit. Now, your next phase would be to get some profit locked up, okay? An easy way to do that, and you can combine the phases, is this. Go out there, instead of at 100, go out there with a $25 bet on that first one. A little regression out there is a way to lock it in. Got my money back, locked up 75, playing with 25. Now I'm jumping into the get them over phase, or I'm in the replacement phase, right? I've got money in the rack. I have my bullet. I got another bullet almost completely replaced, a second bullet, plus I'm still playing, right? Or you can just, again, go out there for the same number. And if you happen to catch a point and they 7 out and you're here, now you've got your bullet back, you've got a locked in amount of profit, and now you're playing for the home run. Yeah? This is how it works. That's from any place on the table, you can pull the same move. If you're going to be a right side player up in the box, it doesn't matter what method you're playing. We can, and again, I'll do it with 64 across. It's a nice, easy bet that a lot of people enjoy, and 64 across is super simple. If you do a system or a plan where whatever you're doing gets all the money back, you're in the same spot. Let's do it. Let's go we'll do a little pineapple press. We'll call out the Hawaiians. right? Brian from Hawaii Crafters, the pineapple. Let's get a pineapple press to work. Maybe we get lucky. No, we don't. We lose $64. We'll try it again. We'll try her again. There's an 8. There's a 3. Come on, give me something I can use. A 6. Cool. That pays $14. Now watch. Pineapple press pays $14, and we do what? We press the 6 and 8 first, like so, with 2 change. That's hit number 1. Come on. We're going to get nothing but 7s here, of course, right? Now we're down. Let's actually keep track. Let's keep track of how much we're losing, just because it's fun. So we went 50, 64 once, 50, 64 twice. We'll just keep track of how many times the right side fails, right? On the way to victory here. Aces, ace deuce, 7, clears out your ATS. Aces, come on. 6, here we go. Let's get it done. Pineapple press, come on. 7, nope, $64 again. 50, 60, good Lord. Are you kidding me? 3 straight PSOs. Wow. Come out 7. I got to throw these dice up. These are the Casino Tiers dice, Fran. What's going on, 10 ton? Golly. 5. 5. Okay, we get the point. That's wonderful. All right, so it's going to be $14. Let's do $14. And what we'll do is press the 6 and the 8, 1 unit each. Take our $2 back. Puck is off. Let's make a right side play happen. Another 5. Look at that. 3 5s in a row. 5, 5, 5 craps. My favorite craps friend. There's an 8. Yay. All right, that pays $28. I'm sorry, $21. $21. There it is. $21. We'll get the 5 and the 9. Pressed up by 10. That's hit number 2. We got $5 in the rack. Let's survive another 8. Booyah. $21. And we get the 4 and the 10. For 10. Now it's the pineapple press. We press the 6 and 8. Press the 5 and 9. Press the 4 and 10. Money shot. Now, if we get the money shot, this is going to be fantastic. If we don't get the money shot, I'll demonstrate what it would have looked like, and then we'll call our loss and try it again. Come on, anything but a 7 here. Let's go. Let's go. Freaking 7. God. Man alive. All right, because this may never actually happen, today I will call a loss, 50, 64. My goodness, 4 times we failed. That's why you bring 10 bullets, right? Let's look, though. Let's pick a number. Let's say it was the 5. 25 pays 20. I want to show you why this is an interesting way. Boy, 4 it's hard to get, right? You bring all the wins down. Wow. Right side craps is so broken, isn't it? But check it out. If we had gotten a hit, even on one of the worst numbers, look at what happens here. 25. There's 50, 60. There's your 64, right? With some profit. So if this move works, right, the get them on, get them over, you've got your money back. You've got a little bit of profit and you're playing. Get them on, get them over, get them in. Now you can hit the gas pedal. That's the idea, right? Right side craps, though, however, is this a lot of times. Does that look familiar to everybody that plays this game? You ever done this where it's 1, 2, 3, 4 shooters doesn't get you there and you're still playing from behind? Good gravy. Here we go. Let's get another point. 8. Maybe this time we'll get our hits, right? Buckshot, the point. Actually, that's got to have another white. All right, $14. Let's do it. Let's make this damn thing work. Bing, 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 bing. Here we go. Come on, shooter. New point, 5. Buckshot again. Wow. 10, $14. Now, unfortunately, here what you have to do is drop $1 and pick one. You really can't do a good press. So make the 5 look like it's got 20. The 9 only has 15. Whatever. That's the point. Come out 7. Come out 7. 5. Here we go. Come on. 4, 4, 8. That's good. 21. We press the insides. We press the 5 and 9. Let's get our 4 and 10 up. And here we go. Money shot. Money shot. Can we do it? It's a 4. Fantastic. 20 pays 40 for 1. And we come down. 10, 10, 12, 12, and here we go. 25, I'll make these look like greens. 50, 75, look at that. Not a bad little pull there, right? Look at that. You want to play it like this, there's 64. Money's back in the rack for that shooter with a tiny bit of profit, a quarter. Now you can take this and say, well, that eliminates one of those, right? So that one shooter that got it done for you eliminated the rest. Now you have a choice to make. Here's the interesting thing about craps, right? What do you do here? There are those in the audience, and actually type it in, say recover in chat or say profit in chat. All right? Tell me now, recovery or profit? You have 2 choices to make. You're down 3 bullets. 1, 2, 3 bullets. I can do the same move again, right? Which I know will recover a bullet, right? And get my money back and go pineapple press, 4 hits, I got a bullet back. And work my ass off to get those guys back, right? Or I can say my plan all along was to get here and let this $64, that's risk-free 64 for this particular shooter, rock it. And try and make all that back on the shooter. So I want you to tell me in chat, you want me to recover, do the pineapple press again to get back a bullet, right? Or hammer it. You're here to hammer it. Luke's World says press it, let's go, right? Roy says recover. Nemo, I'm surprised, says recover. Waylon says 30 more bets and I'll be even, right? This is a tough call, right? When we talk about this, and we talk about this in the bridge seminars too, recognize opportunity. This is where I'm changing my thinking a little bit, right? I've missed out on so many rolls. I get this gambler's remorse because I get here. And I'll talk about Adam's role in Atlantic City as a good example, right? When Adam had his 50 whatever roller that it was, I was in this spot. Right, I had lost on very short rolls on 5 or 6 people in a row. I was down to my last couple $100, right? I spent 30 of his 50 rolls recovering back the bullets that I'd lost earlier, and I was finally even. I finally got back to my $2,000 buy-in, 30 rolls in. And then I went, oh, okay, now I can actually play a little bit. I got 20 good rolls out of him and made a lot of money, right? But I could have used 40 rolls to make 3 times the money. So this is an opportunity. David would call this an opportunity right now. So let's play this as opportunity instead of just in pure recovery. It doesn't matter, we get a 7 anyway, right? We walk out of that though here with a little bit of juice along the way. And I was probably talking too much. So here we go. We're down 3 bullets. We're gonna restart the engine and do it again and try and see about a recovery system or a hammer system. Here we go. Boom. Same thing. We're going to do the same move. Pineapple press to get out of the hand here. So it's going to pay $14. 10, 14. We'll take $2 in white. We'll press up our 6 and our 8. And here we go. Let's survive. That's what we got. 1 hit so far, and we 7 out again. Good gravy. I'm telling you what, man. Right side is hard, especially when you're rolling the dice from 2 inches. We lost our bullet again. 4 bullets down. Can we get this money back? Can a brother get his money back at some point? There's 6, 5. Okay, again, this is like $14. Press them both. Come on. Another one. Good Lord. Wow. I'm telling you what, I can't get out of my way. Should I change the dice out? Do we need different dice? Let's get some different dice. I'm going to put those here for tomorrow. But let's get the Diamond Joe good luck dice. Here we go. Diamond Joe's for good luck. There's a 10. Here we go. Here we go. We're down 5 bullets, if you can believe that. 9 pays $14. Wow. I love it when I do a demo Here's how you win money. And I go out here and get my ass tore up. So bad. Here we go. Come on. Come on, dude. 7. Oh, my gravy. Wow. Let's see. Now I'm on a quest to see if I can burn 10 bullets. Right? Now I'm hoping that we lose. I'm hoping that we burn 10 bullets. I'm going to change these in for reds. All right, we have $36. This is unbelievable. Here we go. 11 yo on the come out. 7 on the come out. 7, that's a 3-time parlay, by the way. There's a 10. Here we go. Come on. 9, 14. Come on. Root for me to win or lose here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 2. White's over here. 10. We hit the point. My God. My God. $18. It's insane. $18. I'm going to drop 2. We're going to get our 5 and 9 both up to 20. Pop this off. We're coming out. 9. Come on. 1 roll for all it's worth. Give me 1. Actually, I need 2 more still. I got to get the 4 and 10 up. All right. 8 pays 21. 21. Here we go. This is the money shot right here. This is the money shot. Everything's up. Come on. Money shot. Yeah. All right. $21. That's great. 21, and we'll come down. And we're not going to try and recover. We're going to go. We're going to say, look, the bullet is here to give us a chance to win. Let's take the chance. Okay, there's 3, 50, 65. So there's our bullet back. We got our bullet back. This move always gets you back your bullet at the least, right? So 65, plus we have this time $8 in profit because we hit the last time we hit the 4, I think. All right, there we go. Got our bullet back. Actually 50, 64 takes a bullet. We'll take one of those away. So we're down only 5 bullets instead of 6. God. And here we go. We have opportunity. No recovery. We're just going to go. We're going to go. Take the opportunity we have and hammer it. There's a 9 that pays $14. And we'll do 15 for 1. And we'll do a little double tap on all the numbers. We're going to double tap all the numbers. We're going to try and get color changes if we can. Coming out, that's a 12 on the come out, 3 on the come out, 9 on the come out. All right. It's a 5, same thing. We'll do 14, 10, 14. I'll drop a nickel and say make it a quarter. 5's up. Here we go. It's the 7. Too bad, so sad. We don't get it again. I can leave these out here. We'll do another 64. In the rack, we have 43. We have almost another bullet recovered. But here we go. Come out 6. We'll do last shooter. Last shooter. All or nothing, baby. All or nothing. It's a 4. That's $18. 15. 18. Again, we'll just press the 6 and the 8. Drop $1. And take a nickel. All right, here we go. That's 1. 4 again, another $18. That's great. 18, let's drop a nickel. We'll take the pennies back to the rack. 5 and 9 look like 20. Let's get our bullet back. Another one. Woo, boy. 18. Wow. Let's drop 2. We'll get the 4 looking like 20. We'll get that 10 looking like 20. Here we go. Money shot. Money shot. Come on. Aces. Really? Money shot. 6. That'll work. And it's the point, too. 21. 21. Bring them all back to earth. I do like the pineapple press. I like this, it's 4 hits, which is tough, but I like the fact that when it does work, you're getting it all back. 25, 50, 60, 4. There's another bullet. with $10 in profit. All right. I'll take that bullet back in a second. Oops. Okay, we're only 4 bullets behind. And actually we have 50 bucks in the rack. We've almost, through chump change, gotten back another bullet. Here we go. Coming out, same shooter. So we're gonna be going heavy now. We're not gonna be recovery mode. This is gonna be press the color mode and we 7 out, of course. All right, opportunity twice, didn't do anything for us. Recovery wouldn't have worked either because both guys failed. 55 bucks in the rack. 55 out of our loss pile, which means our total loss today, 64, 64, 64, and whatever that is, so 9. If I were to color all this mess up, how much did that little experiment cost me today? 1, 2, 3, $15 in white. All right, there's 100. There's 75 or 50 bucks. So it cost us $201. That little experiment right there. And it really, again, we got the pineapple press to work probably, 3 times it worked. And 6 times it didn't. Twice we got our money back. And we had opportunity, and the opportunity never turned into anything, which is what happens a lot of times, right? You play right side, that's your world sometimes, right? You play for opportunity that never materializes. Now, if any one of those shooters goes off on even a small heater, you have a good chance, right? This is, I think, an interesting piece. This is what makes craps both extremely fun and extremely irritating at the same time, right? Super fun, super irritating. Because again, you work so hard to get to a point where now I can play, and then it comes, the 7 comes, and you get no chance to freaking play, right? It happens so, but it's also what brings you in, which is interesting. This game sucks you in because that opportunity that you saw there, when it's time to go, you get really excited, like it's time to go. And you never know when it's going to be. I'm okay being 4 rolls behind it, right? Being 4 rolls behind the opportunity is okay. If I'm 4 rolls in, I'm at 64 across, and then Adam throws 50 more numbers, I'm going to be okay, right? That's what you're hoping for. But again, the reality is that PSO, 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 got my money back, PSO, got my money back, PSO, PSO, got my money back, and I'm down 200 bucks. That's every day at the craps table. Be careful about it. That's why your get them on phase, your recovery phase, should be 2 rolls, not 4, right? 2 rolls, not 4. Waylon says fun and irritating. It's both. It's super irritating, right? But it's also like the reason why you play is because that anticipation, right? This is why it's gambling, right? Ultimately, it's gambling because you're like, come on, one more roll. And you get like that adrenaline rush of getting the one more roll, right? That's why you do it. And when the roll comes, you're like, yeah, that's fun. When the 7 comes, you're like, super irritating, right? But that said, the adrenaline rush of needing one more hit to get even or lose it all it's like there's a draw to that. The casino plays on that draw, and so do we, right? If we're honest about it, we love that piece. And even when you lose it, if you're losing a number like $64 that you really don't care that much about, you're like, that sucked, but boy, that was fun. Let's go after it again, right? If you're playing in a way that is all about that, getting yourself to a point where you can hit the gas and feel okay about it, that's the joy of the game. If you're playing in a way that you're trying to build a bankroll and have a positive session, that's going to drive you insane. That's going to kill your bankroll over time, and it's going to drive you nuts. So anyway, that, or I could be justifying my rash over bet action, right? And again, truth, right? There's truth in that, right? You can justify it, but say, I had some fun, right? But again, if that's what you're there for, again, I think goals are interesting, right? Your goal could be to have fun. Your goal could be to make a shit ton of money. Your goal could be to make a little tiny paycheck. And I think you got to approach the game differently. You'll notice my morning sessions when I'm trying to make a little bit of money, I really never go all in on that. I'm piecemealing it until I get my money and I'm done most every single day. I don't go hog wild trying to hit a home run in that show. It's just not what it's made for, right? This kind of thing here, I'll do that, and I'll do that at the casino too, when I'm there to try and home run it. if you're going to do it, have a plan for it anyway. All right, let's go. Risk is the hook. Tom is right. Risk is the hook. All right, I got to get out of here, guys. I got to go to work. Love you all. 8:15. The 8:30 meeting is looming, and I'm going to be early for it today. So anyway, God bless y'all. Have a great rest of your day. I don't have time really today to go for our Q&A, but I will share my final thoughts after we remember all the important stuff. Have a goal. Goal could be just having fun. A goal could be a paycheck. A goal could be, let's just shoot the moon, right? Have the right bankroll that helps you get to your goal, right? The bankroll is the leverage that you're going to use to get to the goal. In this case, our bigger bankroll would have been more bullets, not bigger bets. Sometimes it's the other way around, right? Bankroll also is how you handle loss. You can ladder up if you need to. You can withstand longer periods. Understand your appetite for risk. Understand, given all that, where you should be playing. Maybe you should be playing Bach or roulette, red and black, instead of doing all this on the craps table, right? Keep your emotions in check. Have a strategy, identify opportunity, and take it when you can. Have a solid mindset, and of course, all the discipline to get through it. Now, quick note on the schedule coming up, the Casino Quest Bridge Seminar, February 22nd. I'll be there for both of these, and March 22nd. Casino Tiers, March 7th to 9th at 10 Tons Place in Vegas. I will not be there for that. I thought I was going to be, but I'll be on a cruise that weekend, so I can't make that. The Big AZ meetup, though, is right after the second Casino Quest Bridge. So that's that weekend of the bridge and then right into Big AZ's thing. And, of course, the Brownwater Bash in May is the one I'm really looking forward to. So I will see y'all at one of these things coming up soon, and that's all we got there. Final thoughts today. Be careful, but achieve your goal. Like I said, if your goal is to burn it and hit the pedal when you can. If your goal is to make money, in those same moments that I was at, you're looking at recovery. Now, we never got a recovery roll. Every single time we got to even, the next roll was a 7, so we couldn't demonstrate anything. We never got a chance to do anything, really. But know your goal, stick to your goal. Please stick to your goals. And that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good Monday. I'll see you tomorrow morning for Trendy Tuesday. Tomorrow, in the coffee run, I will be pressing bets. On a Trend Tuesday, we're pressing bets. That's the whole point, is to hit what's coming. Double Tap Central tomorrow on the coffee run. I'll see you then. Until then, God bless y'all. Bye.